Welcome, folks. I am Jaby Koay, joined by SABRAW, and we are continuing on with Love, Death, and Robots. This time, episode 7 from volume 1. We are going to do 3 episodes back to back, the first of which is going to be Sucker of Souls. So if you guys are watching this on YouTube, you will see a cut-down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. But if you want to watch the whole thing with us, uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/JabyKoay, or become a member of this channel so you can watch the whole show with us, but you will need your own Netflix subscription so you can open up the show in an adjacent window to our reaction, and it's like you're watching it with 2 of your favorite pals from the internet. Now, if you're watching this on Patreon or memberships already, thanks so much for supporting us here. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and vote this up, please. I'm Jaby. I was gonna just get right out of this video, and the video's done. Goodbye.
That was the fastest episode ever.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. That's different.
What the fuck was that, Doctor? I think you know. I want to hear you fucking say it, Mr. Science. Tell me, Doctor, is that as fast as you can run?
I'm afraid so, Mr. Flynn.
Good, it'll catch you first, and I'll be able to get the hell out of here while it's eating you. Oh, shit!
Might be, Mr. Flynn. Do try to at least act excited.
Mercenaries are like hookers, Doctor. Pretending to be excited costs extra.
Nah.
Simon, here's a test for you.
This is a flashback, presumably.
I think so. Was the kid first to go?
Oh no.
Simon! Get out of the way!
He's dead. Gosh. No.
Oh,
what?
What the fuck? Run! Mickey, Gary, get the weapons ready. We're coming in hot.
Copy that, Chief.
Oh, shit! What'd he say, Doc?
He said you're a warrior. He also added that he's looking forward to eating your still beating heart.
why would a cat just show up in the middle of the action
I had
like
one.
that? I know, but like, why would the cat be so chill?
What the fuck, Doc?
He hates cats.
What?
The legend has it that feeding on them makes his flesh burn. The locals would torment him by bringing hundreds of cats to the fortress.
Huh. Well, he's not the first man who got in trouble for eating a little pussy. Shut the door! Shut the door!
So you found one too?
Oh, that's why they were safe.
How big is this fucker? Where's the fucking cat?
There's the cat.
Oh my.
This place was built to withstand siege. The map marked another egress point.
Secret door! Beautiful! That's scary.
About that C4.
Do it.
Oh, that seemed to work, at least temporarily.
Yeah.
He found our little gift.
Shit, sorry!
Every time, Gary.
What? Better too much than too little.
Where did you say this tunnel led to?
More prison cells.
How'd the cat keep up?
Cells for more.
Oh.
Goddamn fucking
What?
Oh, right. Well, that happened.
No.
I don't even know what to make of that.
What happened?
They died. Was that not obvious?
Yeah, but it's like
They all died. The cat was not enough to stop all of them.
they needed a whole herd of cats.
Yeah. What's the lesson there?
Pussy runs her world. Come on.
Pussy will keep you safe.
Yeah. If you just put a little trust in the poos, we'll be fine.
I'm inclined to disagree with that. I think pussy's got me in some hot water sometimes. It just depends. Get you in real trouble. The animation style, I suppose, made it a little bit easier to digest some of the extreme violence that they wanted to go for in that particular episode. I think I have such a wild imagination, though, that even though it's very clearly animation, drawing, like old school animation, there's the retro game phenomenon that's been a thing for a while. Like if you go into your Steam library, you can buy games that were made recently, but they have this very old look to it. And simultaneously, they have modern violence, like hyper-violence, that you wouldn't have gotten on a game made 25, 30 years ago. That's what this reminds me of, because it's this old school animation with violence that you wouldn't have seen 30, 35, 40 years ago. So it's interesting. The language as well. It's like the language that you wouldn't have heard in animations back then. I don't know what the lesson there is. It's like a horror movie is all I got out of that.
Like sometimes scientists get us in the most trouble just by looking at places, not realizing what you could be unleashing.
In fiction, yes.
Yeah. It gave me animated Batman series vibes, just like not knowing what you're unleashing and then not having the Batman with you.
Right. I didn't really know what to make of that one. It was sort of random. It was just like...
It was fun.
Yeah.
I liked what you said. It is true. They had like these mixed styles of retro and modern.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that.
It was really gruesome what happened to the kid.
Oh my gosh, layer by layer.
Yeah.
Layer by layer. Oh, that might be the worst way to go.
To me, that's analogous to the beginnings of a relationship. You ask too many questions, you're going to get cut open by the truth. You don't want to know. I don't ask questions. I just leave it alone. Because I used to be a very curious person. I'd like to know about their relationship history and people they dated. And I got to a point where I'm like, you know what? I don't want to know anything. I'm just good. Let's just pretend that this is it right here. Like we met each other and it's like a fairy tale.
Oh yeah, you're like
it's like very Christian
everyone's virgins.
romance.
Yeah, you're like, oh, you've never flirted with another girl before?
Yeah.
Crazy, cool, let's go.
Yeah, exactly. That works.
You've always been in love with me before you knew my name?
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. This is it. We started here. But I didn't know what love was until I met you. Mm-hmm. Neither did you. Because if you ask any questions and you probe, you're going to find a monster.
That's true.
And then when you get rid of that one, there's just more monsters.
No, not more monsters. But sometimes it's better not to ask or go looking.
Yeah. If you look for trouble, you'll find it.
You will. Don't look through stuff if you don't want to find something. You will find something.
Oh boy. What the hell was that?
Having flashbacks.
Vladimir, is he here?
Yeah, he's here. Somewhere, I don't know. You're not. It's okay. Don't worry. You want to see some pussy?
Jesus.
Vladimir!
Is the nudity distracting to anybody else? It's like aggressive nudity.
Like the whole thing is naked.
Yeah, I'm just like, I whenever I see her butt, I'm like, I cannot help but look down because that's what my brain is trained to do. I don't know about you, when I'm in peril, like I'm covering myself up. I don't know why you wouldn't grab your keys to like make your steps quieter.
Is this the apartment?
Oh, it's just reliving the same thing that we just saw a second ago. Swap places. All right. Okay.
I am so okay. So that was, I don't know how I feel about that. It's like we don't know anything about their personality. He kept saying, wait, like he knew.
He thought he just murdered her by accident and then finds out she's still alive in the building across the way. So he goes after her to try to explain, no, like I was in a weird conundrum with you a second ago. And so he chases her down and then ends up in the apartment. She kills him. Then she sees him across the way and then she goes after him to try to explain the same thing to him. And it's just repeat. The same cycle over and over again. I guess the message is violence begets violence.
And listen. Maybe if anyone took a second to listen, there might be solutions. But then it's like there's also the issue of trust. Why would you trust one another?
There was a lot of nudity in that.
Yeah.
Don't you get distracted when you see a naked lady? Like, don't you start to look at the boobs and the stuff? Like, it's just natural. Even if it was a dude, I would like, well, okay, there's a dong. Like, you're just gonna look because it's...
Yeah, I would definitely look for a little, especially that because I feel like it's flopping way more than a woman's body. But after a little bit, I got used to it. I was like, okay, this is the game. I'll get used to it.
I couldn't help it. Procreation. Even if it's fictional, I'm just like... She's got a nice body. Like when she hopped over the couch, I noticed the jiggle physics of her butt.
Oh,
Like,
I'd missed that.
the animation style was done in such a way that I could not help but be distracted by it. Insofar as I'm like, how did they accomplish this? Was it mocap? Or was it like, were they shooting live action? Kind of like, I forgot the name of that Keanu Reeves film where it was just like animation on top of live action. Y'all know what I'm talking about. There was a film he did many years ago, Keanu Reeves, Robert Downey Jr., and the whole thing had a kind of a pastel look to it almost. Scanner Darkly. A Scanner Darkly, yeah. I think it was shot live action, but it had this sort of pastel look that they just put on top of everything else. That's what I was wondering if they did here, is if they just shot it live action and then just put like this sort of coating on top of it. I'm oversimplifying the shit out of that process. It's a very complicated process.
It's an Instagram filter. That's the catch, the whole episode.
It just made me wonder if that's what they did.
Yeah.
If it was some kind of filter, like if it was some kind of thing that they put on top of it, because the movement just looked so lifelike. If you were to try to animate that kind of physicality, it seems very difficult. The easiest way to accomplish that in a time-effective manner is to just mocap it. You have someone actually, and even the physics of the clothes had a very real quality to it. So I'm inclined to think that was shot live action and they just like added animation to it. It had a very futuristic vibe, like Blade Runner or something. I can almost bet that was inspired by Blade Runner. And there was a scene in Blade Runner 1 where the lady had this very see-through outfit and she was running. That's what that kind of reminded me of. I would imagine that was somewhat inspired by that.
It was definitely like I was along for the chase. The moment it starts, you're captivated in the story. The world wasn't super lived in. Like even in the place where she was going to dance, he was the only client. And they were like, you're late, you're ruining everything. There was no one they were waiting for.
There were clients in there. They were just all dressed up in those get-ups.
Oh, they all were. Oh.
Those are all clients.
Because they're members.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought they were all working there.
You're so innocent.
Yeah, I am.
I don't have any personal experience with it, but I've been in those environments. I've been in those rooms where it's just a sex party, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like you go into this environment and sexually just very open and you could have any kind of partner in that scenario. And it just doesn't matter. It's very kind of free love. hypersexual situation. That's what you're there for. I have not participated in such things, but I've been to places where
they're occurring.
They occur, and it's just like, all right then.
Do your thing.
Yeah, and so those were the clients.
Okay.
So, and I guess she was dancing for their arousal or something.
Yeah, she was the main attraction. I liked her makeup minus the smear.
That's your takeaway.
Yeah.
Her makeup was kind of cool.
Yeah.
What was going on with the nippies? It was like circles around it.
Oh, yeah, I think she had tattoos on them.
Oh, gotcha. All right.
Which would be really painful.
Depends who you ask.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Everyone's different.
Everybody is different in that area.
No thanks.
Some people are very sensitive and some are not. Some like to be bitten and some are like, please don't touch it.
I mean, a tattoo, like I've had tattoos, but there, nah.
You've had tattoos, but you got rid of them?
No. I borrowed them. I gave them back.
All right. Next one, last one. Oh, if you recall at the beginning of The Witness, I think it had the one with the snake eating itself.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Share and feed, that's neighborly. That thing out there, that's just a damn ice. Ah, damn.
What is it, Hank?
Green across the board here, honey. I keep telling you, move a little closer to the house.
Come on, out of here. Shoot!
That responded quick.
Damn.
Oh no.
Jay? Jay! Beth Graves just called. Sounds like Hank could use a hand.
I'm working.
Carnigore's a work of art, woman. You don't just march it into battle.
You ain't no Michelangelo, Jake. You know that, right?
I'm over Da Vinci, because I got a handle on the aesthetics and the mechanics.
What the hell? You seeing this up over the ridge?
Yeah, can't get a reading on it though. Can you get closer?
Hang on.
Oh.
Mel, you reading me?
Yeah, go ahead, Beth.
Hank needs you to get to the ridge as fast as you can. A major swarm's about to break through.
On my way.
Sorry, sweetheart. Playtime's over.
Damn. She's just hanging out, killing them.
Helen, you sure I'm in the right place?
Is there a giant breach in front of you?
Yeah.
Then you're in the right place.
Just hold tight till Hank gets there. Keep that pile of carnival scraps moving, Jake.
Beth, who else is coming?
Sing's cut off. The Campbell brothers are pinned down. I'm sorry,
Hank.
Shit, just the three of us?
Well, at least I'll die young and beautiful.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Lock and load, boys.
It's time to see what you're made of.
Fire!
Yeah.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here. Everything okay?
The last truck's just pulled in. Grab the others and get your ass back here.
You hear that, Hank? Everyone's in. Come on, let's go.
Roger that, Jake.
These bugs won't quit.
They're coming from everywhere.
Oh.
I need more where that came from. Oh, shit.
Come on, baby.
Jake?
I'm pretty much screwed. I'm just gonna clear the field for you.
Better get some cover. Wait, Mel and I...
So just do me a favor.
Jake?
He's going to do it.
Jake!
Tell Helen. Tell her I died real good, okay?
Oh.
Yes.
God damn.
Hank!
I'm here.
Oh, Hank. I thought I'd lost you.
Jake, blew his reactor.
I'm so sorry.
No.
Oh, man.
Man, what's happening? What the hell is that?
Hank, talk to me.
I'm in pursuit, hon. This thing's madder than your mother on our wedding day. Oh,
Man, that thing's taking a beating.
Yeah.
what in the hell?
It was supposed to be an anniversary gift. Surprise?
Oh, no.
They took my Jake. Fuck these things. Shit. Hank.
Yeah, Hank's getting worked.
Beth, you need to shoot right down this fucker's throat. I'll get him in position. Jake, your scarecrow better hold. Yeah.
Oh, way to bring that back.
Light him up, honey!
You're too close!
I can't hold it much longer. Take shot! Beth!
Jesus Christ.
Whoa.
That was harrowing. Some monster just crawling up.
I never needed a beer so bad in all my life.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, what?
So they're like leeches.
Oh, that's crazy. That was like a Men in Black kind of ending. So, wow. Where do we start with that one? That was like a mini movie.
Yeah.
You know, like this short film. That felt like a whole film in a short film. You know what I mean? From start to finish, they got everything in there. Do you ever play the game StarCraft back in the day?
No.
Okay, so StarCraft's a PC game for those of you that don't know. I mean, most of you guys watching this probably know what StarCraft is, but there are characters with this very southern twang in there. Up until, I guess, the 90s maybe? You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think up until the 90s we weren't seeing characters in sci-fi that had a southern drawl. We were used to seeing characters with like British accents and whatnot, or just American, you know, Star Wars, Star Trek. And so southern drawl was like not something that came up very often. And then StarCraft was my first exposure to something like that. I'm sure that there was something like that in Firefly, and I just don't remember it. I've only seen like an episode of Firefly.
Oh, we all hate you.
But like in StarCraft, that was my first exposure to it, and the connection of like science fiction and the southern drawl.
Yeah.
And so here I'm seeing it, and there was that moment when all the monsters were coming down the hill, and I was like, I'm getting Lion King vibes when Simba was about to be attacked by the herd of I forgot what the name of the creature was, the animal. But there's a whole herd of them. That when Mufasa died.
The hyenas.
They're not hyenas, but the hyenas are the one that made them.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
There was a certain look to it when they're going down that mountain, and I'm like, oh, that kind of has that sort of feeling to it.
Yeah.
On top of that, it being on a farm just vaguely reminded me of A Quiet Place.
Yeah,
You know?
definitely. And then
So-
the robots or the machines they were using reminded me of Matrix 2, I think.
Oh, Matrix 3 is what you're thinking of, which
3.
had inspirations from Aliens, the second one with Sigourney Weaver, because she had a very mech suit like that.
Yeah, I love the juxtaposition of being farmers but having high tech
Yeah.
and capable,
Yeah.
because that would be the future.
Yes, indeed. The farmers are sort of the forgotten people, like for us who live in cities and whatnot, but they're the ones that are the most capable and most likely to survive.
To be self-reliant.
Yeah. I wondered if that was supposed to be Earth, like far, far into the future, where that we just have these like safe bubbles, these sort of like Wakanda shields. Around farmland. I was wondering what the rings were, because like the rings around Saturn are just rocks. And so if that was Earth, I'm like, well, what would those rings be? Like just rocks accumulating over time, or just garbage that accumulates over time? Or it might not be Earth at all. It might just be somewhere far away. But it was an interesting short film, nonetheless. I thought that was cool. That might have been my favorite of Volume 1 so far. Sunny's Edge was cool. Sunny's Edge was definitely interesting, but it seemed like it almost made you emotional.
I mean, I was like, I don't want the husband to die. Like, I actually really, it was like the first time where I thought we were going to get a happy ending, and we somewhat did. Frank, R.I.P. Thank you for your service. But But we got the two together. And I loved how the community aspect of it, they survived because they worked together and
That's
communicated.
true. Yeah.
Communication is key.
You know, they had this thing where it started out with, oh, that stupid scarecrow, it's an eyesore, we're gonna have to move, blah, blah, blah. And this thing that he hated ended up saving his life.
Yeah, it's a great callback.
Yeah. The character that was thought to be the most nincompoopish is really the one that saved them. And so there's something interesting there. That itself gave me Independence Day vibes because you had the dad farmer who was a crop duster. Everyone thought he was, you know, insane. He said he got captured by aliens and whatever, and then come to find out he did get captured by aliens, and he's the one that helps save everybody at the end of the day when he drives his plane up into the beam of the alien spaceship, for those of you who haven't watched Independence Day as many times as I have. But yeah, and so the guy who was crazy ends up saving everybody. That's interesting. It built up, you know, because you start out with just a couple, you're like, all right, and then there's a bunch of them, and then there's even more of them, like a whole horde of them coming down this hill like Lion King style. And then the monster-sized one of the monsters, I'm just like, Jesus. And at the very end, you're like, it's not over. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them just everywhere.
It was interesting because it seemed like they really just wanted the cow until
I think they wanted
humans
everything.
got in their way. Oh, you do?
I think they wanted everything. Anything that they could eat. They're monsters. It was fun.
We don't know their motives. I'm just kidding.
Maybe they just want to, you know, build up their
They just
economy
wanted
again.
to talk, but no one was listening.
Maybe they just, craving some hamburgers. Jesus. A little steak every now and then doesn't hurt anybody. Should learn to share. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Do subscribe if you haven't already. Bell icon, all notifications, and vote this up, please. I'm Jaby Koay. This is
STEPH SABRAW.
Peace out.